Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Stories are built on top of each other. When it comes to Fantastic Four, and we just saw it with this week's box office. So we're going into Fantastic Four week 2 for this podcast. We're continuing Fantastic Four Superman month just because your boy here a little bit too busy, got a little bit ill, and I got a lot to do. I got a lot to talk about. And today, 2007, Rise of the Silver Surfer. That's what we're discussing. And stories are built on top of each other. So, excuse me. So when I watch this movie, I see another movie. I see some of the previous movie. I see the relationship of Doctor Doom in this world developed. I see something we'll never have again. A moment between Silver Surfer and Sue Storm. But here's the wild thing, and you guys know it's coming. We're not supposed to like this movie. We're supposed to openly trash Rise of the Silver Surfer. And with everything, this new Fantastic Four movie, we'll call it Fantastic Four, The First Steps 2025. Wherever the heck you want to call it. That movie, the new one, recontextualizes this effing movie. It really does. It makes me appreciate it more. It makes me want to watch it again. It makes me love the moment where Doctor Doom tricks everyone, steals the Surfer's powers, and he kills that military guy that was busting Reed Richards' balls throughout the movie. And we're supposed to hate this movie that is now the only and the best non-comic book version of Norrin Radd, to where they've changed Norrin Radd's powers a little bit. He can kind of sift through solid objects. He can control his matter. He's somewhat omnipresent. And we get this idea. The whole hook of Norrin Radd is that when he discovers Earth for Galactus, Earth changes him. But they still have to fight Galactus. They still have to convince him, do not destroy Earth. That's the whole point of this 3-issue comic book. I believe it was Fantastic Four 48, 49, and 50, or 49, 50, and 51. Fact check me on that. Because this new Silver Surfer is not Norrin Radd. This new Silver Surfer did not die in Fantastic Four. This new Silver Surfer, the female Silver Surfer, will continue. And so will this version of Galactus. And here's the thing. The version of Galactus that we get, and guys, we will have an episode soon of Fantastic Four First Steps. Bear with me. This version of Galactus is there. It's there. It's the one we wanted. It's the one we deserve. It just pays homage to all the comic book stuff, but he's also magnificent and amazing on screen. So this movie, right, like this, and I know I'm coming at you guys with so much emotion here. Rise of the Silver Surfer, the day it came out, and I was there. I was working at the comic shop. Galactus is a smoking. He's smoke. He's not Galactus. They didn't put Galactus in the movie. Here's the crazy thing. Whenever, from the first time of me watching this movie, I watched the movie, and I said to myself, it doesn't matter if we see Galactus or not, right? Now, it doesn't change the movie, but the Galactus smoke monster is supposed to represent a unstoppable threat. And that's the disconnect. It's not that we actually get to see Galactus. Is the threat that we see on Earth. The Herald of Silver Surfer maybe doesn't seem threatening, big, deadly enough. Maybe. We hear that the studio executives, in their infinite wisdom, and I'm not being facetious there, they made a call. They said, this Galactus thing maybe a little too weird. I don't know. We got to do something else. They like the Silver Surfer, though, right? Like, as much as they lean into Silver Surfer, as much as they lean into the expansion of Doom's character in this movie, as much as we see Reed and Sue grow from the first movie, as much as we see all the notes of Johnny Storm that we liked in 2005, because we're in 2007 now, all of these things, my AKA Padders, we love. But this one element holds back this movie, and I don't know why. Because you want to say that the audience has imagination, that the audience can infer what they know and pieces of themselves into entertainment. Recently, like I'm talking within the context of the 2010s, right? I know this is 2007, but recently around this time we would get Lost. Lost would come out, and what is the big mystery of Lost that they had for years? The smoke monster. So the smoke monster is okay and works perfect and captures capturing the imagination is very important. That works for Lost. We're okay with that. Fantastic Four does it, and we have to hate it because it's not what the comic book had. Now, it leans into how much of those Fantastic Four issues, how the first 5 years of Fantastic Four, like how much they're loved and appreciated, and people want to maintain that legacy, maintain that flame, and they want a representation of it, because any comic book geek, dork, nerd at this time will tell you, we're going back in time with me. They will tell you that if you read those issues, if you read all the annuals, the first 10 years of Fantastic Four, if you really commit to what those guys were doing, it will make you a comic book fan for life. And it's maybe one of the only comic book runs that can make that bet. So we finally get it. Fox does the right thing, guys. They do the right thing. They make enough money on that first movie. They're doing a sequel, and they bring us the Silver Surfer, and they bring us a live-action version of the Silver Surfer that is technically the greatest version of this character that we will never see again, because with this current reboot, they went into a different direction. Where's my comic book geeks? Where's my comic book friends rallying around this movie now? They're not there. But we're here. The Film Buff Podcast is here, because these are the things we have to discuss. These are the things that are important. This is the hill to die on. Call it a pile of old-timey comic books. I will die on this hill. This is a solid movie. This is not only a solid movie, I think this movie's great. I love the twist. I love the use of Doctor Doom. Silver Surfer is there. All the relationships are there. I love everything with the Thing in this movie. Is this our best live action Thing? I kind of want to say yes. I want to say Michael Chiklis, the best live action Thing. I'm sorry. I know the Thing has to be CGI. No, he doesn't. The hell with it. This Thing is fantastic. So we're updating a little bit with the movie. Well, I'll give you guys a little box office update, and we'll end this one. But guys, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me 2 times in one day, right? I know we're getting this drop at night. 8 a.m., 8 p.m. These are our podcast drops. But here's the thing. This Fantastic Four movie, 2025, week 1, money. Mr. Crab. Week 2, epic drop. One of the biggest percentage Marvel Cinematic Universe drops in history. Why? Could this movie have been better? No. The movie's there. But it's Fantastic Four, and if you go back to early July, when we first discussed Fantastic Four. And I said, we're doing Fantastic Four Superman month. I did an episode early July. I said, the Fantastic Four franchise, it's hard for it to exist outside the comic book. And we have seen it again. None of the characters have resonated. Nothing is carrying on from this movie. Why? It's too weird of a concept. It just is, my AKA Padders. Fantastic Four, some goofy stuff. But these movies, right? Tim's story, I don't have it in front of me. Correct me in the comments. Tim's story, this is our guy behind the movie. He modernized the Fantastic Four. Gave us new hairstyles. Put them in Times Square. Everything looks, all the cars, they all look current. That failed. They go back to the 60s. That failed. The Josh Trank Faint Four stick. Dark, edgy, believable, really cool. Area 51 feeling. Like, it's just the level of covert ops in that Fantastic Four. And we'll talk about that soon too. Oh my God. Like, give me more of that. A Doctor Doom that explodes people's heads. Let's just get darker and edgy. That failed. At this point, what can you do with these characters to make them have true mass appeal? And there's nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do. Look at the cartoons. How many of the Fantastic Four cartoons came and went? All of them. Every single one of them. 60s, 70s, 90s. We're talking about all of them. 2010s. That's the reality of Fantastic Four. But these two movies, with Rise of the Silver Surfer, is the best. And it's probably the best we will ever get. Alright, AKA Padders, I love you guys. Rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.